members present in the today's national webinar. In fact, I am very much happy to be here as because I have got the permission in time from our beloved principal and consent of our invited speaker to organize this national webinar. As all of you know that most of the institutions and organizations across the country, they have been organizing different activities through online mode in the form of webinar. Here question arises, why is such kind of webinars are going on? The simple answer or reason may be COVID-19 pandemic. So I did not to speak more on this matter, and on behalf of Kuchinda College Kuchinda, I take this opportunity to welcome our invited speaker and all participants within Odisha and from outside Odisha to this national webinar, which is being organized by the Department of Economics in collaboration with IQAC on the topic Indian economy and financial markets. Respected principal and chief patron of today's webinar, respected IQAC coordinator Ms. Suchitra Misra ma'am, respected invited speaker Dr. Gautam Tandishar. He is presently acting as an associate professor in Financial Management Science at the Institute of Chartered Financial Analyst of India University, Jharkhand. Respected Mr. Mahadev Meher sir, my faculty colleague. Respected Divya sir, my faculty colleague, and all other technical team members, Mr. Roshan Kullu sir, Mr. Devadatta Bhoi sir, Dr. Divyakanti Bilung ma'am, who are directly or indirectly providing technical supports to make this event a grand success. And all my dear students and all respectable participants. Now, I would like to request our principal sir to just preside over the meeting. Over to you, sir.
Good morning and namaskar to all the honorable participants, and it is my proud privilege to preside over this seminar on Indian economy and financial markets organized by the Department of Economics, Kuchinda College. But before making any proceed in this regard, let us evoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the giver of knowledge, and we are going to light the lamp virtually because all our participants are also virtual participants. As our head of the Department of Economics, Mr. Abhin Kisan, who happens to be my direct student he has mentioned. So let's have.
Okay, so I now request Ankita Sahu, final year students, to do the needful. Ankita Sahu.
Yes, sir.
या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं सिद्धिप्रदां शारदा
And now it's time to extend our warm and hearty welcome to our honorable guest, Dr. Gautam Tanti, a renowned economist and young faculty of ICFI University, Jharkhand. On behalf of Kuchinda College, on behalf of the Department of Economics, I extend you a very warm welcome, sir. And all the faculty members of Kuchinda College and the other employees of Kuchinda College, coordinator and members of internal quality assurance cell, faculty members of other colleges who are participants in this webinar today, and student participants from Kuchinda College as well as other colleges within the state and outside the state. I extend a very hearty and warm welcome to one and all to this webinar. This is the 12th webinar of Kuchinda College in this session, and due to the pandemic, the students are not available on the campus, but the development of ICT in India Information and communication technology has enabled us to organize such webinars and to avail of the opportunity of having great speakers uh, who are far away from our place, and it may not be possible to have them physically because of this pandemic and because of other factors also, leave and financial factors also. But uh, due to this ICT, we are able to make our students listen to great speakers within the country and outside the country also. And this is the positive side of the pandemic. But we wish these kind of pandemics never happen again. So, so far, Kuchina College is concerned, it's a lead college of the state of Odisha, and so far the Department of Economics is concerned, we are having very talented, young and energetic faculty members. All are very young, and they have their enthusiasm to conduct these kind of events, and I hope that they will continue to organize these kind of events for the benefit of students of our college as well as other colleges also. So far this topic is concerned Indian economy and financial markets. I don't have much depth relating to this because I am a student of literature. Still then, as a citizen of the country, so far my knowledge goes, in financial market, the securities in trade is money which could be raised through various instruments under well-governed rules and regulations, carefully administered and adhered to by different institutions or market operators. It is true that the rate of economic growth of any nation is inextricably linked to the sophistication of its financial market and specifically its capital market efficiency. So we have our experts on this subject and we are eagerly waiting for that, for him, our esteemed Dr. Tanti. But before that, I would like to request our youngest faculty member in the Department of Economics, very talented assistant professor, Mr. Divya Nag, to introduce our guest. Mr. Nag, please.
Head of the department. Head of the department, Mr. Abhin Kishan, sir. Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Mr. Khageshwar Das, Chief Speaker, Dr. Gautam Tanti Sir, Head of the Department, Mr. Abhin Kishan Sir, IQAC Coordinator, Ms. Suchitra Misra Ma'am, Member of Organizing Committee, Mr. Mahadev Meher Sir, and dear participants. We are glad to have Dr. Gautam Tanti Sir as our resource person. He is presently working as Associate Professor at ICFI University, Jharkhand, posted at Ranchi. He serves as Assistant Professor and Lecturer at various BPET University affiliated colleges such as IIPM, School of Management, RIMS, PIET, DAMITS, and etc. He holds a master's degree and doctorate of philosophy in finance from Centurion University, Bhubaneswar. Over 1 decade, he served in various positions
in the leading private colleges of the country. He also served in corporate. He has contributed several research papers in various reputed national and international journals. He is associated with PhD research study as guide on the areas of finance, economics, general management, and strategic management. He has taught many subjects like financial management, business environment and ethics, cost and management accounting, business environment and corporate strategy, financial market and services, operation management, corporate restructuring, basic financial accounting, and so on. Thank you.
Hello. Gautam sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Uh, Today we have the privilege to have with us the expert, Dr. Gautam Tanti sir, who shall be reflecting on the theme of this webinar. And it is again privilege on my part to welcome Dr. Gautam Tanti sir. And as everyone is anxiously waiting to listen to him, so it is the time to just invite Gautam sir, and we request Dr. Gautam Tanti sir to address the gathering. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Respected principal, sir, respected senior professors of Kuchinda College, lecturer, supporting staff, technical staff, and dear students. Very good morning to all of you. Today it's a great privilege and opportunity for me to share my knowledge and ideas, what I have related to the Indian economy and the financial market. As our principal sir has already addressed that due to this COVID-19, due to this pandemic situation, one thing we have learned that these things has given us an opportunity to interact with different experts from different areas by sitting in our home place, by using a technology, right? That is mobile phone, or with the help of the laptop, you are connecting with the people and gathering the informations and the knowledge. So today's seminar, when I got a call from my friends, and he was asking me, "Ki, Gautam sir, can you give us some input to our students?" So I thought of what to say, because it has been organized by the economics department. Also, commerce department is associated with that. So it was a very interesting for me that how to give some knowledge in which both the department can fulfill their need. So for that reason, we have started this topic. We have come up with this topic, that is Indian economy and financial market. So in this topic, without wasting our time, now I am just going to okay. Is it this? Okay. So without wasting my time and the time of my friends, I'm going to share my slide with all of you, and I'll try that this session would be a fruitful one, and we'll have a very good input related to the Indian economy and the financial market. So now I'm going to share my entire screen with all of you, dear students. So this is what the topic, and the responsibility has been given to me that I should share some of my knowledge and the idea in which I am working with my scholar as well as my students. That is Indian economy and financial market. Now it is a very broad area in which we are focusing, because in this topic we have many things to cover up, but due to the time constraint, I have focused to some specific objective related to this topic, that is to introduce you the importance of economic activities that we are performing in India. Then the second objective is to provide you various global news to meet the requirement of Indian economy, because these global transactions, global happening also affect our Indian economy. Then the objective is to encourage the students to understand and participate in financial market, because our in this particular session we will cover up the financial market as well. So my broader objective in this particular presentation is that we will cover up these 3 points. With this as the outcome also, I expect something, that at the end of the session, at least the student will able to explore, or they should know the different avenues of investment. They should know how to develop a reasoned argument to the solution of a familiar and unfamiliar problems relevant to the economical crisis, because this economic crisis is not, this is the first time we are facing. We also have witnessed the economic crisis in the year of 2007. Now the third outcome would be that at last our students should get an idea that how to analyze the investment opportunity in India. So as an outcome, I'll be expecting all these things, and we will see what would be the best possible things will come out at last. So as we have to introduce the economy, which is a very broader area. Under the economy, we have a lot of activities. As in the commerce or the economics, you have studied that the every country they look after or they want their economic development. And the economic development, in the sense, we have to do certain activities. That activities can be non-economic activities, which is given in the books and also been prescribed by or defined by different authors. But in practical sense, in this for the economic development, financial market plays a major role, right? Because of when we see a developed country and underdeveloped country, the basic difference between these two countries are many, but one of them is we look after the per capita income of an individual. We may compare the developed economy and underdeveloped economy by seeing the employment rate. We can compare the countries on the basis of the development of industries. So on an outset, in a broader sense, if you will say, then financial market plays a major role. And in the beginning of the session, Principal Sir has already pointed out and given the meaning of the financial market as well. So with that, let me introduce this topic. In financial market, the security in trade is money, which could be raised through various instruments, which can be a money market instrument, which can be a capital market instrument. So my friends, those who are from commerce background, they might be knowing very well. Under well-governed rule and regulations, which has already been said, our principal sir, carefully administered and understood by different institutions and market operators. So this is the standard deviation. And this is the standard, explanation of the financial market. But financial market is directly related with the economic development, because we always look after the monetary activities rather than non-monetary activities. So it is true that the rate of economic growth of any nation is inextricably linked to the sophistication of its financial market, and especially its capital market efficiency. How effectively we are utilizing our financial resources in a proper way, so that the economic condition of the country could be developed. So while financial market assists the nation of the world to muster needed financial resources and skill for growth and development. So that means financial market, whatever activities that is happening, it's directly linked with the economic development. So with these definitions now, I would like to know the response of my audience or from my friends that what they think, what are the factors as I was talking we are performing various activities, but we want to know what are the factors. The factors can be like employment rate, productions, industry growth. So what the factors they feel like? Because I don't want to make this session like it's a one-way communications. I just want to know that what my students friends are thinking, that what are the factors really affecting the Indian economy. So for that reason, here I have given you a link, right? Now this link I am going to share with you all in the chat box. So I expect all my friends, students, please go through to the chat box and link on the click, use the link and give the response over there. Just I have given you a link in the chat box. And I just want to know that you just go link the chat box, the link, you just click on the link and give your response. What do you think? What are the factors really influence the, as you feel, not what Gautam sir is telling, right? What you feel, I just want to know your mindset. So please go through to the chat box and click on the link and give your, response in that. Please go through to the chat box, give the response. One link would be there in the chat box. Please click on that. Is my screen is visible to all of you? Very good, very good. I'm very happy that my friends, students, they are, they are giving very good point here. Is it visible to all of you? Is my screen is visible to all of you?
No, sir.
No, no. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Just a second. I got very good response from my student participant. Really, I'm very happy that they are participating in this webinar sincerely and helping me to get the answer of something. See, this is what the response, isn't it? So almost or 8 participants and majority of the students or my respondent, they have given me these answers by clicking the link. Again, you have the opportunity, if you want, you can give the give your response. So as per their understanding, they used to say, agriculture influence a lot. Then awareness among citizen also it has been there, marketing also been there, industry also been there, poverty also been there, literacy rate also been there, unemployment also been there, employment also been there, business also been there. So this is what not my point. This is the students' point or my participants' point. They have given me this input. So where the one word they got popularized, that is called agriculture. majority of our respondent, they are thinking that agriculture need to be focused and it influence a lot for the economic development or in the Indian economy. So some other points also coming, some more response are coming. I am getting I got 10 response now from 10 participants who where they have given me the response where agriculture again it has been highlighted and it is a bigger word. So majority of the participants they are highlighting agriculture which influence the Indian economy. With this, thank you for this response. Definitely, agriculture in India is based on agricultural business. But if we'll be only focusing to the agriculture, then we have to look after the certain aspects because it need to be improvised. Because now we have seen a scenario where the farmer or the rural people they are migrated from that place to the urban area or the metros area where they can get the employment. Because during the COVID-19 we have witnessed there is a migration of the labor or the worker. So that is what the thing. But you have pointed out correctly that is agricultural, it has been influenced, but there are some other sectors I was expecting. So with this, thank you for this response. Now, I'm going to again discuss with you my topic. That is, as you have said, there are different factors which affects. So this is what the production, right? So the production plays a major role because whether it is agriculture or whether it is industry in a broader sense, because every aspect we may not cover up in this short span of time. So I'm just going to cover up the highlighted elements which really plays a major role in to develop our Indian economy or influence our Indian economy a lot. So this is the data which you have taken from the current market scenario, and as you know that we got 2 quarters data in this current year, and the GDP at constant it has been there, and price contrasted by 23.9% year on year, because as compared to last year this has been contracted. Again in the second quarter also it has been contracted. Okay, and now it is 7.5. Again it has been negative trends because due to this pandemic and due to this lockdown period, production was being affected, the transportation was being affected, so that's why this GDP was came down. As last year also it has been not so lucrative due to this production rate or due to the production's failure. So this is one of the important component which influence the Indian economy a lot, where improvisation is required, and now we are adopting automation technology in that process so that these things can be improvised and at least this should come up with a positive results. That is what we are expecting, and we are trying to come out from this negative figure to positive. Now then we have this again on agriculture registered positive growth on a year-on-year basis as you have highlighted. Okay, while manufacturing, constructions and trade, hotel and transportation registered severe constant. Okay, so that means except agriculture, we are seeing in other sectors which were contributing in the production to develop our Indian economy in a greater extent, except agricultural in other areas, we are not finding out such improvement, okay, or such growth or in such expansions. For that reason, again, our economy is facing lot of issues, and for which GDP again it is not coming to positive. Now, utility services registered a positive growth with agriculture, while manufacturing registered a slight growth on a year basis. Other sectors were still in construction zone. Okay, so that means again we are finding out what are the utility services we have only related to the agricultural it is been improvised or it is improving, but if we compare to other things, it is not so lucrative. And this is a very focused area which needs to be developed and which need to be focused by the government. And we have to find out certain solutions as a citizen, that what are the improvisations or what are the possibility can be addressed so that this sector can be improved. Now, so after the agricultural sectors, there is a financial sectors which also influenced our Indian economy. So, if you look at the financial sector, as per the Q1 and Q2 report, bank deposits and credit grew, although at a slower rate. LIC premium for non-linked policies decreased by 14.7%. So that means if you are going to see the financial sectors, we do have deposits and credit in the financial sectors. And if you are going to compare with that by considering different components like bank deposit, bank credit, then deposit in the LIC premium, which is linked with the stock market or capital market, you may say. Some LIC premium which is not linked with the stock market. So, it will compare the first quarter and the second quarter in this graph. You could see that in the second quarter it has been improvised. It has been improvised, and in the second quarter is you can say is now coming to a positive side rather than the negative side. And now people are more interested towards the LIC premium, or you can say the towards the social safety instrument and the securities in which it has been linked with the capital market, because now people they expect the protections as well as growth on their deposits. So this is how, if the role of a financial sector, as we have understood, it transfer money from depositors to the deposit saver to the fund seeker. Now, if the deposit will come to Indian banks, then that money can be distributed, or that money can be utilized by the Indian bank or the financial institutions for various projects. So in that way, the investment can be done. So this is what happening in the financial sector. Now in the household, as the lockdown started, in the March, on 24th March onwards, the Indian household dramatically decreased adding new liability and increased saving. And as a result, the household saving shoot up in the Q1 of this year, right? So because of due to the lockdown, people were concerned about their protections, their emergency needs. So for that reason, they were not so prone to the liabilities. They are not going for the liability, rather than whatever monies they do have, they try to utilize it in an optimum level. Now this is what the graph through which you could see. So during that point of time, they do not have much financial liabilities, rather than they focus to their assets and try to utilize it in an optimum way. So gradually, but when these situations come down, gradually the things has been improved. Now this is the employment, as some of our friends they have already given this point in the discussions. So unemployment rate, so far it was there, as you could see the graph is from January to October. So in this case, when the lockdown was started, it was greatly affected the unemployment scenario, and people, well, so far factory was not performing their operations, then the manpower, they do not require that point of time of the manpower, and those companies, those who are financially sound, they have given this opportunity, that is work from home, to their employees, so that they can work from home, because safety was the major issue during the lockdown period. Even now also it is a major issue that we should take care of our health and our family health, and we should not move out when it is not necessary. So for that reason, this is what the scenario where we are comparing the rural people with the urban people, and you could see the urban people, they have lost a job like anything during this lockdown period due to the shutdown of the industry or due to the shutdown, closing of the operation process during the lockdown period. And this is what the unemployment rate has been increased during April, May, and then after, so far there was a first on lockdown period was announced by the government. Gradually it is been coming down, and now in the October it has been now trying to, it has reduced a lot, but again so far the government has started lot of scheme. So in that case, we have to find out that what could be the maximum opportunities, because in the lockdown we have learned that we should not depend on others. We should have our own business. We should have our own production activities, or we should have to find out our own ways of learning. So that's why Atmanirbhar Bharat, so that's why every person should have that capacity to build up Atmanirbharta, right? So for that reason, this employment rate again it has been coming down slowly. Now then we have production and consumptions. So far the industry gets affected a lot, as we have seen during this lockdown period, and again so far the COVID news was coming out from December onwards, right? So slowly you could find out there was a lot of, due to that news and the informations from our neighbors countries, and so far the rate of COVID or corona cases in the foreign countries, it is much more than Indian, and the recovery rate also, recovery rate is very lucrative in India, because people are recovering from that coronavirus disease, and the rate is very high as compared to our neighbor friends country. So in that case, again, but industries get affected, because if you see the index number of industrial productions, so IIP dropped sharply as the lockdown started, and improved slowly as per the government decision for on lockdown period. Okay. So that is what the scenario we are finding out, and our economy during this phase of time has given us a lesson that we should find out some alternative solutions. That's why to improvise the production and the consumptions, surprisingly, you will be, in this case, during this point of time, the IT got a popularity, and now every company they are going for digital transformations, right? So you could find out the retail shop, they are also going for the digital process, online process. Okay, so it has been a great opportunity for some sectors in which they have improved a lot. When you talk about Byju's, which is a learning app, right? Educations now, physical education is not possible. So that's why now people are, again, so far education is a basic need. The basic food also required. So for that reason, if some companies they are adopting the digital platform, then definitely that company's demand is going to there, and they are going to get very good revenue. So during this point of time, like edutech company, fintech companies, they got popularity, and they have improvised, and they have um, earned a very good return. Now, so far the in the financial market, capital market plays a major role. So in the capital market, as you could see, capital market where we deals with share, debenture, right, derivatives. These are the instrument of the capital market. So in the capital market during the lockdown, you could see the person who were invested in the month of like August, November last year. Okay, and in the month of March when lockdown period was started, the stock market, here we have the indices of two stock market, that is BSE and NSE. Here I am showing you the market index of BSE, that is BSE, that is Sensex, and NSE, National Stock Exchange, that is Nifty. You could see here that there is a declinations in the month of March, but then after, surprisingly, because it was not due to any financial crisis, or it is not it is not due to some natural disaster. This is something like a disease, and we are not getting the that vaccination for that. But people were there; they were eagerly waiting that how to get over from these situations. For that reason, in the stock market also you could see from the month of January, in the beginning of the January to March in 2020, the stock market came down like anything. But then after, within these 8 months of time, till November, now they have crossed all the level. Now Nifty has created the record. So far, their growth is concerned. Sensex also, that they have record. They have made a record. So the investors now they are also ready and they are also coming forward and depositing their amount in the stock market to get a maximum benefit. And you could see that during due to this lockdown, again it was a great opportunity for the investors, those who are investing in the shares or derivatives, or you may say the debentures. Within these 8 months, they recovered all their loss amount. So that is what the strength of our Indian economy. Now, this is what the banking sectors, because when we talk about Indian economy, we cannot leave our banking sectors because banking sectors plays a major role for providing loan advances and to improve the standard of living of an individual. So this is for rural level, this is for urban level. In all the area, people are getting the privilege of banking sectors. And again, the government, whatever policies they are disclosing, it is through the banks only. So that's why this is what the scenario of commercial bank. Okay, because of during the lockdown when it was started from December 19 onwards, okay, the rate you could find out it was slowly decreasing and public sector's bank was decreasing, but in case of private sector's bank it has been decreasing but not in the same way. And foreign banks again it has been there but the rate has increased. So this is what the scenario of three kind of banks, that is public sector, private sector and foreign sectors, towards the lending rate, because they encourage to support the individuals. They are going to reduce their interest rate so that people should come up and take loan and advances from the banks and fulfill their financial requirement. So for that reason, this is what the interest rate you could find out and the trend from December 19 to December 20, which has been reduced. But in the month of, you could see October, so far we are getting positive news from the market or from our neighbors country that we got a vaccine for coronavirus, which is effective for 95%. And again, Indian company also been going to introduce some corona vaccines. So for that reason, again, once we are getting the good news from our neighbor countries, then definitely this rate also been increased. So with this friend, I just now want to know with this overall scenario what I have given to you, do you think that the financial market plays a major role to develop Indian economy? So now this is what I want to know from my friends, that is it really affecting? So again I am using the chat box, I am giving you the link. Please click on the link and give your response so that I can connect with you and I can feel that we are in the same line. So please, I have given you the link in the chat box. Simply click on the link and give your response. This is the technical glitches which we have. So So I have given you the link in the chat box. Please apply that link. I just want to know the answers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear participants, because your response giving me a energy that you are connect with me, and definitely I am getting your response. And as a majority of the participants, they are saying definitely the financial market plays a major role to develop economy, and they do not have any other options. Now I got an feedback from my respondent, and let us with this. Let me continue. I got the response. Thank you so much. I think I do not have any other uh, choice, because everybody they are saying yes, and definitely it is yes. It's affecting a lot. Now with this, let me close this one and let us continue to our presentation. Now this is what so far the, as you have said, the financial market affecting the individual, the Indian economy a lot, because ultimately from the financial market we get financial support. So this is the discussion of two friends which is happening generally in a school or the college, okay. So or in our workplace it has been happening. So here, so far the discussion was going on between two friends, that is Dilip and Manish. So Dilip was wanted to know that he wants to deposit money in the bank for a long term, and Manish is going to tell that why you invest in the stock market. Okay, so instead of going to the bank, why you are not going to the stock market? Now the Dilip is saying the bank will give me a 6% return, but at present, let me tell you, it has been something 5% to 6% in between. The bank interest rate is varying due to this COVID only. So in that case, I get return of 5% without any risk, and that is from from FD fixed deposit, which is very simple, and I can get 6%. That Dilip is saying, and that it shows that Dilip is not interested to take any sort of risk. And Manish is saying that you can get much more return by taking a little risk. Okay, so it means that, friend, why I'm showing all this thing, this comparison. Now, when you talk about bank, when you talk about share or the stock market, in both the cases nowadays you do have a risk, because if you look after Yes Bank case, if you look after PNP case, now again it was a great discussion which was happening in the financial planning level, that how to protect the interest of the depositor, okay, or the customers. Those who are depositing the money in the bank, they should get the proper securities, right? So risk somehow it has been there, but no doubt in case of bank, we have some, we rely on the bank and we believe that our money would be safe over there. Okay, so that is what, again, but bank will give us a minimum return, where in the stock we are getting a maximum return, because the note whatever we are carrying here is, the bank is to give us a risk-free return. Okay, risk-free return in the sense, the bank expect that minimum on the deposit, if a person is sacrificing for 1 year, for that sacrifice, whatever money they are sacrificing for a particular time period, we should give them a return, and that is from their profit. So that is 6% or minimum amount which the bank can afford. So the bank used to give that commitment, which is risk-free. And then after, in the stock market, what should be the return? That is a question mark. In the stock market, always it says that if you're going to invest your money in the stock market, then you get something in extra because of you are taking extra risk. So that's why you are going to get the return, risk-free return, as well as the premium on risk. That's why the interest would be more. So now Dilip is asking what to invest. Now stock market is a place, now how to invest or what to invest. Now Manish is suggesting you spend on an example Reliance share. Okay, because Reliance business is performing and they have a diversified business. Okay, they are into retail, they are into like in other ITs, they are into educations. So you can invest on that. So that is what the suggestion in which the return is more. So now this is what the discussion, and after the discussions, why in a particular Reliance share, why not any other? Because of so far we are using a company product and we are very frequently visiting there. So if you are visiting to a company, we are using their product, then why can't you invest in that company? So that is what for which there was a discussion between Dilip and Manish. And after a week, so far the Manish has suggested you just go and find it out. So now the Manish is asking to Dilip that have you got any idea? So now Dilip is saying, I observed some points. If the Sensex, that is the market index, if it's going to rise by 5%, then the Reliance share price going to increase by 10%. So they are getting a good return. But in the vice versa, if Sensex price falling down by 5%, then Reliance share price also falling down 10%. Right? So this is why this is happening. This is happening because of the global news. This is happening because of the government policy declarations. This is happening due to the environmental issues. So all these things affecting our capital market, in which the stock market shows their reactions. So that's why it is, again, we have different sides. While we are going for investment, we have to look after the risk. So if you could able to calculate the risk, then we can make a very effective investment decisions. Right? So this is just a story which is been I am showing you, so that I'm just giving you an overall idea that this is not so difficult, because being an educated person, we have to estimate, we have to define, we have to calculate. When we talk about Warren Buffett, he is also a richest person, and why we admire that person, because of he tell us that you should invest the money and try to make this as a practice, make a habit that to invest something by taking some rational decision, by understanding the market, and one day you become a rich person. So this is what the investment need to be done in a proper way. And in the financial market, what we get, we should not sit idle by waiting that yes, I'll be getting some return and which is risk free. Because there is an opportunity in the market, we can multiply your deposits by just understanding something from the market, what they want to say. We are the people, those who go for listening the news, those who are watching the activities. We sometimes given the comments, right? So if we can do that, or you are doing that, then why can't we go and learn something in the market? Because the capital market has given us a lot of opportunity in which we can make a very good return. So this is what the financial market which we have covered up. I have not covered up the money market, but I have definitely covered to the capital market. Now, obstacle of financial market, because everybody, they cannot make money as we say, and people due to they used to face loss sometimes. So it has a great impact. The financial market really influence the Indian economy. But let us see what are the obstacle of financial market in economic growth of our country. So that is, as it is true that financial market is paving way for economic growth of India, but at the same time, due to some short copying or limitations, it is also creating some obstacle, interdicting economic growth, and the anti-inflationary policies of RBI also affect the growth. So the government policies also influence a lot in that case, and the higher SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, case reserve ratio of banks also gets affected. Okay, and it influences the interest rate of the banks, and for which the individual used to suffer. Then also domestic financial scandal, as I was telling to you, like Yes Bank, like we talk about the Punjab National Bank, the government larger physical deficits are starving the Indian private sectors of capital and keeping interest rate high. Okay, so this is what again we are saying it has a great impact or influence, but sometimes it instead of positive, it's affect in a negative way. Then higher level of NPA, non-performing assets, undercut the ability of domestic financial institutions to extend term loans. Okay, so now due to this non-recovery of the capital loan or loan from industrial loans, so for that reason, again the financial institutions they face they want to make a policy, stringent policy in which they to recover this loss, they used to increase the interest rate, and that will affect the individual interest. Now, this is the conclusion of my total presentation, that the financial market plays an important role in promoting economic growth of India by mobilizing saving for productive investment and facilitating capital inflow. It stimulates investment in both physical and human capital. The financial market also channels saving to more productive use by collecting and analyzing information about investment opportunities. Thus, by creating an efficient mechanism for long transaction in long-term financial instruments, it's provide a wide range of wealth creation opportunity for the government, corporation, private individuals, and other financial institutions. However, to overcome the obstacle, we need some more strong measures by formulating investor-friendly policies and environment, stability in stock market to gain investors' confidence, and by making international standard of for banking system. So this is what the overall conclusion of my presentation. Now this is what the point in which we have covered up the productions and other things. So if I just want to know, can I take another 5 minutes?
Yes, sir.
So this is what the last activities which I want to which I want to conduct with my participants. Here, just I am giving you this link. You just click on the link and just wait. You just click on the link and enter and just wait. I'll give you the permission in which I'll ask you certain question, and in that question you have to give the answers. Let me tell you, it is a very really a very interesting game. So I want all my student participants, please click on the link and just wait. I'll give you the I'll start the game and it will take only 5 minutes. Please click on the link and you can join me here. Please click on the link. Please click on this link. Now the latest link I have given to you, please click on that. This is the latest link I have given to you. The last digit is 276. Please click on that. Go to the chat box and use the latest link. So I got, oh my God, I got now 5 participants, 6 participants. Very interesting, very interesting. I got 13 participants. Just wait, friends. You just click Anna, and wait. I'll start the game, and I'll give you 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes, right? So you have to finish the things. So anybody yet to join? I got 13 participants. Because I have already taken 1 hour because I'm already crossed my limit time. So I excuse to the management. I'm extremely sorry for that. But
No problem, Mr. Raya. Okay.
please, please. So this is what I got 15 participants. Okay. So now I'm going to now start this game. So please give your response accordingly, right? So give your response. Some question will be coming, and in the question you'll get some answer options would be there. So click on the right options, right? Now you can start. Now you can see in your screen, the question would be coming. You have only 2 minutes of time. Very good. Participate. Okay, there is no right and wrong. You apply your brain and answer the question because the things what we have covered up in today's session, I just want to know whether you are there with me or not during the whole presentation. Very good, students. Now, please try to give the correct response and try to do it fast. See, you have a time constraint. Don't take much more time. Otherwise, you will not get the score. Okay, you have to respond it first. Great. So all our participants here giving their response. Your quick response will give you a first position. Always remember, right? Now I think Naina, she has done. Now last 1 minute, friends. Last 1 minute. So Naina, she is in the first position. Soroj is there in the second position. Shravan also there in the third position. Madhav there in the fourth position. But again, one question is left. So, okay, friends, with this, I think let us stop it here. Please give the response. I am giving you another 1 minute. I think majorities that they have done it, as I could see here. Okay. With this, thank you everyone. Thank you. Now let us know the participant. So, thank you all the participants, those who are there, and congratulations to the winners. Those who have given right answer, Naina, Suroj, Mahadev, for your great participation. Thank you all.
What is the name?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the participants. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience.
Okay, thank you,
Now,
sir.
sir, Ishan sir, over to you. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And you have explained and presented the ideas and information, okay, on the topic Indian economy and financial management. Okay, very nicely. I extend my gratitude and heartfelt thanks to you, sir, for giving consent without any hesitation and any demands. And you explained the different aspects of the economy very nicely, and also you have explained the different aspects of financial markets, which were very interesting and informative. Okay, so I hope and believe, okay, all the students and participants will have get the benefits, okay, from your presentation. Okay, so again, I would like to just extend my heartfelt thanks to you, sir, okay, for just giving your consent without fail. And uh, now I would like to request IQAC coordinator ma'am, Ms. Suchitra Mishra ma'am, assistant professor of philosophy, to give keynote on the speaker and to address the children and gatherings.
Namaskar. I take this opportunity once again to greet all the participants to this webinar, which is organized by Department of Economics in collaboration with IQAC. And now we have reached the end of this interesting, beautiful and fruitful session, I would say. We all are sharing a common platform. We have all spent past 1.5 hours, which was so enriching and so enjoyable. When the question of growth comes to our mind, definitely it hammers us. So many questions simultaneously comes to our mind. Whether it is economic growth or social structure growth. In this regard, I would like to request our honorable speaker, sir, to highlight uh, on the debate, a historic debate between two world-class economics, Professor Amartya Sen and Jagdish Bhagwati. What India's governance priorities should be? What is our priorities? Whether it is economic growth or social structure growth. Particularly in this pandemic situation, this is a very crucial year. Not only for education sector, it is also very crucial for other sectors also. I think this will be marked as this will be marked in red in our life calendar. This year, which has been given us an opportunity, whoever he or she may be, whether be it a student, parent, teacher, educationist, to learn, relearn, and to think, not only to think, to conquer all our fears, and to do all those things which we had registered to do for centuries. Keeping all this view in our mind, I mean to say, the head of the institution of Kuchinda College, Professor Khageshwar Das, and all the members of IQAC team, all the faculty members of different departments of Kuchinda College, and all the employees, and above all the students also. We bring to you eminent scholars, eminent professors, writers, and experts to share their ideas, experiences which arises from their deepest learning, so that you can lead a best life, or we can I would say you can lead by examples. This is the key motive behind all these webinars, particularly for the students. This will enrich us. This will compel you all to think positively. Coming to the today's topic, our guest, Dr. Gautam Tanti, he narrated all the concepts which are related to economy and finance also, from the investment to the market, stock market, and how and in what way finance regulates our life and our growth. So far, the debate between two giants from the world of economics, Nobel laureate Professor Amartya Sen and Jagdish Bhagwati. Quote unquote, Amartya Sen said, growth is not enough. We have to develop the capabilities. That means we have to develop our social infrastructure. But Jagdish Bhagwati, he says, economic growth can yield the resources. So my question is that, my query is that, what is our today's speaker's opinion on this? Which one is more, or which is, whether it is economic growth or social structure, infrastructure is more prior? So far, the development of country is concerned. Because as we all know that during this pandemic situation, the economic conditions is in a very precarious state. GDP is slashed, migrant laborers returned to their native land, village, small traders confined to their home, and many more lost their jobs. Not only this, we are also facing some more problems in our day-to-day life. Being an ordinary human being, what I observe, Indian economy is undergoing rapid changes in the recent past years, and free market policy is preferred in various sectors. As India is growing as a developed nation, economic conditions of the people is strengthening accordingly. The burning example is Atmanirbhar Bharat. But this present situation is not only a health issue, it is also an economic issue. The ongoing pandemic and lockdown situation for nearly 1 year have brought the growth rate to a standstill. And the situation is further aggravating because of farmers' strike or situation in the country. Then what should be the developmental priorities? I won't take much time. With this, I conclude, and I once again express my deepest sense of gratitude to our dear speaker, sir, for his encouraging and enlightening speech, and our principal, sir, and all the faculty members of Department of Economics, and all the technical assistant, those and all the employees of Kuchinda College for their kind cooperation. And last but not the least, I must convey my gratitude to all the viewers and listeners and students for their active participation. Thank you all. Over to dear Avin.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for your presentation that you have given a very nice keynotes on the speakers, and you have addressed the gatherings in a very nice way. So now we shall have the query session. So I would request all the participants and Gautam sirs also that now we'll have the query session. So it is an opportunity and scope for the participants to just put the questions to our speaker. Okay, on the topic that is Indian economy and financial markets.
Let us avail the opportunity. Yes,
ठीक है मैम लिखिए कोड पे
may I ask you to avail the opportunity
ठीक है ध्यान रहने रही थी
once again. So, dear participants, you have anything to be asked, or if you have some queries, you may please share with me, and I'll try to give you some suggestions or solutions, or I'll try to rectify it.
Gautam sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, here it is a question by our IQAC coordinator ma'am. That question is like this: what should be the developmental priorities? Option is economic growth and social infrastructure. First, what should be the developmental priorities? That is economic growth versus social structural development.
Thank you, ma'am, for asking this question, because I was listening to you very carefully, and I was hoping that I should interfere in between, but so far the program structure was there. I could not able to tell you my view on that. So far, we are doing some research on that word. Social structure is taken care properly. If that could be taken care immensely, or in an improvised way, then we hope many things could be shuttered down. Because of what we have observed in this lockdown, it has given us, it has shown us one of the real picture which we were not expecting. For example, like why Atmanirbhar Bharat now it came to the picture? Why it was not there earlier? Why people are migrating themselves from the rural area to the urban area? Why we are not doing something for our own land? Why we are not giving focus to our own core activities? Where we are finding out people are, that those who are going for IIT and in some big institutions, and they are again coming down and starting their own business or startup at their hometown and in their native place, so that they can give employment to their friends, and the society where they are staying. So this is a great challenge. Social restructure, it should be given more priority. Once it has been given more priority, in that case, the skill enhancement techniques or skill enhancement program, which has been now it is introduced, and now we are following that structure where we are giving emphasis to the skill development activities. So that social restructuring should be given the more priority at this particular point of time. This is as per my opinion and what I have seen from my study. And automatically it will make people to be skilled. Then Atmanirbharta, again, that should not be a concept which should be implemented, and we will ask for money and made our livelihood. If we could able to enhance our skills, and if we'll apply our knowledge, then definitely in our hometown, in our land place, we could do lot many things, and definitely that things will contribute to our Indian economy. I hope, ma'am, this is what my observations and my study and my point.
Okay, thank you, sir. And sir, we have another questions from Bhubaneswar Kshatriya. The question is: the tribal people have lack of knowledge on financial inclusion. So, how these people can take the advantage of financial inclusions?
Right.
I
So
think
far, financial inclusion, it is a great topic in the economics we have learned, because World Bank also that has been given a directive that we look for sustainable development. So when we talk about sustainable development, we do not focus to the urban area people rather than the rural area people, or the people those who are under, they are not getting the privileged or unprivileged people should be focused. When we talk about this financial inclusion, the World Bank, they have instructed that all the banks, they should provide no frill account. That means no chargeable account to rural people, those who are not having sufficient fund and sufficient money to have a bank account. So in the rural area, as you understand, they do not have the financial resources, or they do not have the right information. So for that reason, they should approach, first of all, financial literacy need to be understand what is financial literacy, and we have to give focus to that, right? The financial literacy in the sense, we have to understand what are the schemes are there. We should take the nowadays informations are freely available. Now it is not only in internet, it has been there in the radios also. And I have seen when I go to Odisha, I used to get a news from our regional language, that is from our Sambalpuri language. We came to know about different schemes which are there for the farmer. So that also we are getting that. So informations are now usually available. And even if you are not getting the right informations, then we should take the help of the educational institutes, those who are there, those who belong to different area. We have to open up, we have to share our idea, we have to share our question with the people to whom we believe that they may help us. That's why it is always advisable, if you do not know anything, it's better to interact with the intellectual person who can give us, who can enlighten us in a better way. So that's why we understand in the rural area, there is a lack of information, there is a lack of, you can say, the opportunities. But the thing is that we have to come out. We have to tell them, the people, that they should come out. They have to start their own setup. In the Jharkhand state, you could find out there is a mushroom seller. A lady is there, where I was surprised from the last 2 years I am here, and that lady is selling mushroom, and he is approaching to different market players to sell the mushroom, and now she is giving an employment to 50 that co-worker. So that is what we have to come out. We have to share. Until and unless we will not share, then and we will wait that somebody will come and help us, that may not fulfill our requirement. That's what is my solution.
okay, thank you, sir. I think the student concerned, okay, will have understood the he will have got the solution. And sir, I have another questions, okay, from Mr. Nirmal Urma, my colleague from Kuchinda College. His question is like this: during pandemic COVID-19 period, how Indian agricultural sectors, okay, they have got affected, and particularly he has specified the farmers' income.
Definitely,
Yes, sir.
I'm very closely attached with this, because I belong to Burger, and
Yes, sir.
Burger is my native place, and we belongs to farming, right? My family belongs to farming, so I have seen during this pandemic situations, it was very difficult for the farmer to get sell their output. They were not getting the adequate resources which could be availed, and through which they may sell their product in the market. They have faced problem during the time of the cultivations. They have faced problem during the time of the like harvesting also. So so far we are this is the common problems which affected a lot, but definitely the farmer get affected a lot, because they were not having the optimum saving with them. We can understand, because their monetary condition, financial condition was not permitting them to fulfill their day-to-day requirement. So that's why the governments, they have come up with some schemes during that point of time, and they were giving 1500 or 2000 of the one of the honorarium amount in their accounts, and in that case also it took some time to get rid of the situation. So definitely our farmer used to get a lot of, they have faced a lot of issues, but let me tell you, India is a agricultural land, and so far India is a agricultural land. We are just finding out the production rate in agricultural sector is coming down because of people are migrated from rural area to urban area. So that's why there is a demand for the agricultural product and the food. Somehow we expect the kind support and active participation of the local government authorities, so that the farmer should get maximum benefit and they should justify whatever things they are doing for the survival of the nation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, for giving the solution to the concerned students. And here I think another one last question is there from Bhubaneswar Kshatriya. So the question is, what would you suggest for the transformation of negative growth towards positive growth of GDP? I think how can we just give the solution to the negative growth so that we can just acquire the positive growth of GDP? I think.
Now the question comes, why negative growth was there? Reason being
Yeah.
is
Yes, sir.
that,
Yes, sir.
right, well, let us know what was the reason for the negative growth. Bhuvneshwar, the thing is that negative growth was happened due to the low production rate, the low consumptions, low sellable things in the market. You could find out we were depend on the foreign products. When you go to market to purchase a mobile phone, instead of our Indian brand, we were going for Chinese brand, isn't it? We go for Oppo, Vivo kind of phone because of the cost is quite reasonable. Okay, these are the things in which the consumptions of Indian product has been reduced. The in the production sectors so far the cost is very high. We are the consumer, they are not going for that type of products. What we have seen from the last observations, okay, in the market, if you consider the market as a whole. So in that case, so far these things drag the and the employment rate. So far we are talking about, now we are listening to a concept of entrepreneurship. Okay, it doesn't mean that entrepreneurship was not there, it was there. Okay, but entrepreneurship, we are talking about being, why we are giving lot of space to the entrepreneurship. Reason being is that now there is a increase in the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate is so high, people are not getting money, they are not getting employment. Okay, they are not getting money for their survival, so for that reason they are facing a lot of issues. So in that case, these are the things which affect the GDP in a negative side. Okay, if we want to make it positive, then definitely we have to work, that we have to work for our own Indian companies. We have to find out the solutions how our Indian company product should more sellable in the foreign markets and the Indian market. Our cost would be most reasonable for our own people, so that instead of going for foreign product, we will go for our own product. Okay, and we expect that some financial reformation should be there, where employment opportunity need to be created. And being on students, right, at your stage now, you have to find it out that, or we have to think towards what could be done, okay, in our locality, in our society, so that we can give opportunity to others. Okay, so instead of going and doing work under somebody else, why not we can't generate by ourselves? If we'll be having this mindset, no, then definitely we could find out our economy will go up.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I think you have answered and responded almost all the questions cast by the different students, and now it is keeping the time constant in mind. Okay, just it is time to just invite Mr. Mahadev sir, my faculty colleague, to just propose a formal vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all and one present here. Respected Principal Sir, respected Chief Speaker of this webinar, Gautam Tanti Sir, respected organizing committee members, respected IQSC coordinator Madam Suchitra Mishra ma'am, and academician from different part of Odisha as well as India, and my dear students. I believe that we have had an extremely fruitful and extremely valuable discussion on the topic Indian economy and financial market. On behalf of staff of Kuchinda College Kuchinda and audience, I would like to express my deep gratitudes toward the chief speaker of this webinar, Dr. Gautam Tanti sir, for who spent his valuable times and extremely valuable thought on the topic Indian economy and financial market. And sir, we have present a very nice webinar, which I have never thought about it. Thank you so much, sir, for your nice presentations. Next, I would like to thank all the participants from different parts of Odisha as well as India, and I thankful to our beloved principal sir for their cooperations and dedications as well as moral support. This webinar is possible to organized. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Suchitra Mishra ma'am, IQSC coordinators for their kind helping hand. This webinar, we will organize such a great webinar. Thank you so much, sir. So thank you so much, ma'am. Next, I would like to thank the technical support teams, Mr. R. Kullu sir, Mr. Devadatta Bhoi sir, Dr. Divyakanti Bilung ma'am for their all technical supports to make this webinar a grand success. Next, I would like to thank the organizing committee, the convener of this webinar, Mr. Ravin Kisan sir and Divya Nag sir. Without him, this webinar could not be possible to organize in a great manner. Last but not the least, I would like to thank one and all who are associated with this webinar and sacrifice their valuable time to make this webinar a grand success. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Arvind sir to next proceedings. Sir, please.
Hello, thank you so much, sir. And now we have reached to the end of the webinar. So, Gautam sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you everyone.
Okay, sir. So again, I would like to extend my sense of gratitude and heartfelt thanks towards you that you have given your consent in time, okay, without any hesitation. For you, sir, for you only, for your consent only, helps us to organize this national webinar, sir. And I think we can get much benefit, okay, during the NAG visit to our college. So here I would like to request IQSC coordinator madam to just declare the meeting to be over. Made a mistake, so I would like to just principal sir, sorry sir, just I would like to principal sir, Mr. Khogeshwar Das sir to just declare the meeting to be over. Sir, please.
Thank you, Mr. Robin, my beloved student and our head of the Department of Economics. So before I declare it over, let us ask the participants for their feedback form.
Yes, sir,
I
okay.
think it is
Feedback.
provided.
Okay, sir.
So-
Sorry. Okay, sir. Just we have given, sir. We have already given. We have given
Yeah,
the
yeah.
feedback.
So, dear participants, please fill in your forms already given, feedback form, so that we'll be able to give you certificates, e-certificates, and it was a very nice webinar, very well organized, and having a beautiful presentation by Dr. Tonti. I am delighted to know that he is from my home district. I also belong to Bargur district,
Thank you so much.
and
Same here, sir.
so we look forward to organize such seminars in future also, sir. And if possible, we will be delighted to have you physically in our institution some days after the pandemic is over.
I'll be obliged, sir.
Thank you, sir. So now it is time to part, and parting is very painful. I wish this should continue, but we don't have control over time, and we have to call it a day. So now I declare this beautiful webinar to be over. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.